With China growing more assertive and regional tensions on the rise, Asia is one of the world's most promising defense markets, with spending tipped to hit nearly $500 billion by the end of the decade. I asked John Garrison, CEO of military and civilian helicopter maker Bell Helicopters, how his company is moving to capitalize on this opportunity.
Asia Pacific is a very important region for us, both for our military business, our commercial business, and our service business. So we do expect a growth in this region. Orders this year on the big defense contracts, it takes time. So we're here building relationships to have those orders come to us in the future. But it's a very important market for us. In the area, we've been very successful in China. There's significant growth in China, in the China market. We have a great relationship in Indonesia with PTDI and sold them a significant number of helicopters. We're having success now in Malaysia with our 429 in multiple applications, offshore oil and gas, emergency medical services. So in the region, it's very diverse. With a very diverse customer needs, and we're trying to meet each of those customer diverse needs.
And in terms of new potential customers, which are the key target countries you're looking at?
Well, again, those countries that I mentioned, but also Indochina, the Philippines, Thailand, Vietnam. Those are countries as well that have a history of Bell products and opportunities for us to grow in the future.
Right, and what will be the portfolio balance between commercial and military for Bell when it comes to this region?
Right now, it's principally on the commercial side, and I think it'll grow more on the military side, especially if we're successful in any of the V-22 or H-1 potential sales. But right now, it's principally on the commercial side.
Right now, Asia's economic strength is waning, and what do you think will be the impact, especially on the commercial side, for you?
Well, I wouldn't say the economic strength here is waning. I mean, it's ebbs and flows. Nothing's in a straight line. But this region is going to grow, and there's a very high correlation between economic growth and the growth of helicopter sales. So as the region grows, we're absolutely confident the helicopter sales, both commercial and military, are going to grow commensurate with the GDP growth. It's never a straight line. There's ups and downs, but we're confident this region of the world is going to continue to grow and become very, very important in the future.
Right, that might be relevant to the long term, but in the near term, there is still a worry about especially countries like India and China. What do you have to say about that, especially when it comes to commercial helicopters?
Well, we didn't see a slowdown at all in China. As a matter of fact, we had dramatic growth in China year over year from 12 to 13, and we're seeing a great order volume in China in 14. So we're not seeing any slowdown in China at all. We're actually seeing growth. India was a little slower. With the elections coming up this year, I think once we get to the other side of elections, I think we'll see a pickup in the Indian market.